Okay, here comes this first lab called the Mechanical Gears Lab. My testing plate from the previous video is ready to go here. I got all the gears I need according to the lab sheet that you have available to you in the link down below. I need some 4 different gears. Here we have some kind of homemade, I'll find those, axle collars. Some are 3D printed. Some are ones you get with the kit, axle collars. I have some axles. Then I have some bushings. And I have my hex keys, some star nuts, and I have all the parts I need ready to go. Alright, let's get this build going here. Okay, we got ready. So the pictures in that lab sheet you have available has you working off one side of the build plate. We're going to fasten on these here called bushings. I'm just going to have them drop in maybe a row or 2 down. And the weird part is the back of the bushing, hard to see, but there's little teeth on the back. And those teeth plug into the holes in the base plates. So they kind of fit in like so. They kind of snap in place almost. Fit in place. The machine screw through. And on the inside, star fastener is kind of threaded on. Teeth to the plate. And we'll bolt this guy on. And then of course, how tight do all these things again? How tight, remember? That's right, kindergarten tight. Just and stop. Plug one here. Star fastener. Get that one tight. Just like so. And then I'm going to put an axle through, but it's going to go through the front and out the back. So back here, I put other bushing. So I kind of put the axle through it so I know where to go. Put the bushing on, same way, let it bite in. Those openings. Put a machine bolt through. Fastener on the inside. Get those. Just gonna go light for now. I'll tighten later. Bolt on. Bolt on. Again, we get back to school here in a couple of days. It's good to know how to build this stuff. So I'd say make sure you watch the entire video. Not pausing it and fast forwarding it to the end. That's no fun. So I'm going to tighten these here again. Kindergarten tight, kindergarten tight. And the idea is to have the axle go through both bushings, front and back, and spin freely. That one stop. So the first build has us with a 60-tooth driver and a 12-tooth driven. This is going to go here. This guy plugs here. I'm just kind of looking by sight where those other bushing goes. It's going to go right next to it. So the same thing here, same bolt process for these. Same. So you got both bushings on the front, both bushings on the back. Plans call for one axle through these. And one through these. Actually both spin freely and they're good to go. So next comes the actual gears themselves. This being a 60-tooth gear, because it has 60 teeth on it. You can count them if you want in the picture, easier to see. That just slides on. Then goes a 12-tooth gear. That just slides on. And makes the gears teeth mesh, so if you turned one, they will spin. But to lock them in place, you need to use the axle collars. Put the axle collar on. You got to kind of aim for the flat spot on the axle. That's where I want to have the little set screw kind of dive into and tighten onto. Here again too, I tighten kindergarten tight. Just get so it's snug and stop. So you put a collar on your dog. Do you want to have your dog not breathe? No. It's when the collar to fall off the dog? No. Just tight enough. Just tight enough. This is not going to fall off, but the back now, that's got to be supported too. So I'm going to grab one of my homemade axle collars that has a set screw in it. Here we go. So it goes on the same way. Lock it in place. And just go kindergarten tight. Don't want to have it break or fall off, just so it's tight and stop. Still it's tight, almost. Okay, that one's done. Same on this little guy. Put these axle collars on. Those don't have set screws in them. This one does. Again, don't torque things down so tight. Just enough to have it snug and stop. That's the key. So you guys are strong enough to bust this stuff. So I know we want to avoid that. Having the parts not break, that'd be bad. Okay, there it is. The plans call for, see that sheet? Asks for a handle to be plugged on to the 60-tooth gear. And it says, turn handle a few times, make sure the gears turn and move freely. So you spin, things turn. Okay, so spins, handle spins, part spin. It says, question 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is your driver. This is your driven. You gotta solve some questions. So pause the video, answer 1, 2, 3, and 4, and come on back. Alright, you come back. It says to move the handle to the other gear and then test that one for questions 5 and 6. I gotta adjust my axle so I don't have any room for the handle to get put on. So I'm moving my set screws. Tighten down my axle collars again. Tighten. And I bump this guy in. Tighten these down. And then for 5 and 6, it says now put the handle on the small gear and solve these. So now we have a 12-tooth driver, 60 driven. So solve the gear ratio based on turning this handle. What's going to be this new gear ratio? Okay, so how many spins of the driver to make one driven? Alright, that's for 6 and 7. Sorry, 5 and 6. Work on those. And then for numbers 7, 8, 9, it says to reconfigure all this stuff to add these two gears on, the 36 and the 84. So if I pulled these off and plugged these ones on, what would be that gear ratio? 84 and the 36. So read the packet. Okay, answer that based on these two questions. All right. So questions 1 through 4. This is my driver. This is my driven. Questions number 5 and 6. This is my driver. This is my driven. And 7, 8, 9. These come off. New ones go on. So give that a try and let me know how it goes.